Thanks everyone for coming. My name is Kian Neville. I've been a Chainlink advocate since 2018 now. Since last year, I've been in Chainlink community since 2018, and yeah, I'm very excited to talk to you all about the Chainlink community and the Chainlink advocate program together with my fellow advocate colleagues. I would introduce myself. It's better, I think, that they introduce themselves. So, gentlemen, would you please introduce yourself briefly and explain how you got into contact with Chainlink for the first time? Let's start with you, Roberto.
Thank you so much, Keanu. Yes, I rediscovered Chainlink in around 2019 when it launched on mainnet on Ethereum. It was purely coincidental. It was just by chance. I was browsing online and I saw an article about it and I was like, well, what is this? Like, I saw a lot of hype. And so I clicked on the link and I discovered they were talking something about like Oracle services and price feeds. And I was like, what is that? What is Ethereum? What is blockchain? I know it's kind of related to Bitcoin, like exactly how. And then I started going down the rabbit hole and connecting the dots. And ever since then, it's just history. I've been working in this industry since that.
Hello, my name is Sun, and I'm based in Thailand, Bangkok. And yeah, I have been in crypto for 5 years. I have been experienced the rise and fall of dApps, protocol, blockchains, and I think one thing that I'm pretty sure is that the infrastructure will stay. So Oracle is one thing that I really bullish on since that, like when I started. So I know Chainlink as a leading Oracle. I'm really excited about it. So when I met the Chainlink staff in Thailand, and she asked me like, "Hey, would you like to advocate for Chainlink?" I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, let's do it. I'm excited.
Awesome.
Hi everyone, I'm Kenny and I'm joined Web3 in the 2021 and I become the advocate last year because I joined the Taipei Tax the workshop. So I think that's because the Chainlink workshop is I would say the best place to learn in Web3 and crypto because it's really friendly to the new beginner and because I'm not a developer, but it's just really easy to get in to this industry and know what really happened in this industry because if we just randomly search on the internet we will see lots of weird or not really right article and the perspective, but Chainlink is really based on tech and look further maybe 3 year 5 year the future about web3 and blockchain. So I will say that's why I joined that bootcamp workshop, and that's also why I apply this advocate program.
Hi everyone, my name is George Xia. I'm from Shenzhen, mainland China. I've been the Chainlink advocate for 3 years. So I also got to know the blockchain 3 years ago. So I think it was because I think I was very lucky to be the early members of this program. So 3 years ago, I started got to know Bitcoin and Chainlink, and a friend of mine introduced me to Chainlink guy. And in that year, Chainlink started this advocate program and invited me if I have interest. So I was eager to learn more about blockchain. So I said yes. And that guy, the Chainlink guy, I know that he was a very nice guy, and I trusted him. Then I joined this program and started to learn more about Chainlink. And since then, I felt, okay, Chainlink, wow, what a great project. And I really enjoyed this role of being the advocate. So, and I really want to continue to enjoy this role. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, George. So let's go back to Kenny. Kenny, ever since you joined the Chainlink community, how have you seen the ecosystem and the community as a whole grow until now?
Uh, yeah, I would say it's great because I joined that year, and last year's market is really, really bad, and this year is kind of better. But uh, I think but particularly in the like bad market, people won't focus on the price. So in this period, the people join this period, they will focus on tech and they want to learn more about blockchain and because they are joining the bad moment. So I would say they are more optimist, and they are really fresh or like opening to learn the new thing. And I would say that right now is the best play to join this industry because we are on the really fast growing speed. Is that answer?
Yeah, that's a good answer. Thanks so much. So let me go to you, Son. How do you define the importance of building a decentralized community in the Web3 ecosystem, and why is it essential for Chainlink's growth?
Yeah, I think building a community is something that isn't new strategy. I mean, from like Web2 tech giants to the open source project, they all build communities for their developers, and I think it's proven that is really effective growth strategy for the tech. Yeah, I think it's like at the end, it's every smart contract, every code is deployed by people, and the persons that doing coding has emotions, has a craving for belonging, has feelings, and to have communities to answer some of their questions, to be able to inspire each other, or even like I'm talking about TradFi, like people who make a decision in the millions-dollar questions. I used to work in banks, and I can say that like even that management team, they all have feelings, they all have very emotions, decision making for their financial decision. So I think like to have communities to make them feel trust, to make them feel that, oh, this is like legit, this is the solution that we want, and to build a community that can answer the questions, make them inspired. I think it's really important for the growth of Chainlink.
Yeah, agree. Roberto, what would you say to the curious minds that are interested in becoming a Chainlink community advocate?
Jump in. Absolutely. It's the Chainlink Community Advocate Programs offers so many benefits to people who are really interested in entering this community. Honestly, it's one of the things that has really changed my life personally is meeting so many people from around the world. And then there's this type of culture around this community of just self-growth and being vulnerable and accepting the trials and tribulations to become a better person. And it's so infectious that you can't help but grow. And this is one of like the key benefits that you get from joining a program like this, aside from all the learning that you do and all the connections that you get in this industry. So if you're hesitant or you're on the fence about joining this, I would take the words of a very good friend of mine and say, jump in. Jump into this cold water, send in the application, go ahead. There are unimaginably good things waiting for you at the other side of that door.
Awesome. Kenny, what inspired you the most? Sorry, wait. George, I want to ask George. I'll get back to you, Kenny. George, what inspired you the most to become a Chainlink advocate?
Well, I think at the beginning, actually 3 years ago, I didn't know anything about Bitcoin or blockchain. It was simply because of some luck, because the Chainlink guy, I know that I trusted him, and he asked me if I wanted to join. I said yes. So because I was eager to learn more about something new, something cool. But after that, I felt I was very lucky to be in this program because I was like, wow, blockchain, what a cool technology. Then I learned more about Chainlink. Wow, what an awesome project. The vision it has. The people that in this group, they are so amazing. So then 3 years ago, I knew nothing about blockchain, but now I believe I know much more than many people in this industry. So the more I learn about Chainlink, the more faith I have in this project. So I feel very lucky to be in this program. So the problems that Chainlink is solving will bring the blockchain technology into our real lives. I think this is something that is really means a lot to all the world. So I really feel honored to be in this program, and that's the reason that I'm sitting here. So I really feel very happy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now going back to you, Kenny, could you share some examples of community building initiatives that you've led or been part of that have contributed to the success of Chainlink?
Yeah, I think I want to say is Chainlink is a really different company in Web3. I don't know is that correct or not, just my feeling, because I when I joined Web3, I'm joining in a really bottom place, and everyone just crazy trader and focus on the price, token, NFT, the thing. And I would say Chainlink is a real entrepreneur, or do really doing on startup on the technology, because it is not formal. So Chainlink really focus on the future. So what kind of technology will can apply in the future can help our right now's system be better. So for the new beginner or for the like student, I do lots of student panel workshop in Taiwan, and I told those students like, if you want to learn more, Chainlink is a good place to start. And I would say it's a neutral place. You can find the thing you want and also learn the right way. I would say that.
Awesome. Son, can you give us an example of a project that you've led or been part of as an advocate that you've hosted, a meetup or anything similar that contributed to Chainlink's success?
Yeah, this year August, I hosted the RWA tokenizations meetup with one of the biggest bank in Thailand. It's one of the projects that I'm really proud of it. So it has been like months that I talk to them and then try to convince them like, hey, this is the things, like, why don't you like do it? And yeah, so we discuss, and then at the end we host like 50 people show up, and then a lot of cool people, and then we doing the meetup in the leading banks in Thailand, and then I got speakers who doing a tokenization business in Thailand, and then they come together and then like we talk about it. So yeah, I mean, thanks to the team and our community manager as well. But yeah, it's something I'm really proud of this year.
Amazing. Roberto, some of the things in Chainlink and in Web3 as a broader industry can be very technical, sometimes very difficult as well for newcomers to understand. How can you help those newcomers better understand the technology and the difficulty of Web3 and Chainlink?
Good question. So I've had some experience teaching people complex topics, and what I've learned is essentially it boils down to two things. The first one is that you yourself need to understand the concept well enough so you can break it down at a very simple level. Like try to teach these complex topics for kids. Like if you can get to that level, then you'll be able to teach it to a whole lot of people. Also is to understand your audience. A good way to connect with them and a good way to make them to really drive home the point of like what blockchain is and how it can help them personally is to see how it can add value to their daily lives. In this industry and in SmartCon here, I've met so many people that have learned about this technology because they have in some way, shape or form being wronged by these centralized institutions or maybe paper-based contracts that one side of the party never showed up. And so because they've been hurt, they have discovered this new side of things. But we want to like prevent a lot of people from getting hurt. So if you can manage to convince them to see how this technology will help them, not only do you now have a receptive audience, you have an audience that is willing to learn. And that is what you need in order to really teach them these complicated topics.
Amazing, yeah. George, going back to you. As we all look ahead, and specifically you, what excites you the most about Chainlink's role in the blockchain ecosystem, and in particularly your role and involvement as an advocate? And perhaps you could give us an example of one of your most favorite products of Chainlink that is currently developing.
Oh, well, Chainlink surely plays a very important role in the blockchain ecosystem. Bitcoin invented the blockchain technology, and Ethereum invented the smart contract. But Chainlink will bring the smart contract into our life. They will be the real use case in our lives because of Chainlink. I think this is the most exciting role that Chainlink will play in the blockchain ecosystem. And I realized that nowadays so many Web2 companies, they don't aware this technology. They don't know Chainlink yet. But Chainlink can help them to adapt the Web3 technology into their service and products. And we have a set of perfect, ready-to-use solutions for them if they want to enter the Web3 world. And in Chainlink, we have so big and professional technical personnel to support them, and we can share this big community with those big those Web2 companies. I think so. Chainlink can do so much for these Web2 companies. So this will, I think, the technology or the products Chainlink have will connect the Web3 and to Web2 world perfectly in the future. This will gonna change our world significantly very soon, I believe. Sorry, what's the second question?
Yeah, I want to ask what your favorite service of Chainlink is. We have CCIP, we have data streams. There's so many things that Chainlink is currently doing. If you had to pick one.
I'm especially admired the vision, actually, the vision of Chainlink, not a specific product. Because Chainlink's slogan is build a world powered by truth, not by trust. I think it's a very cool idea. It's a very cool vision because I think now the world is powered by trust, but trust takes very long time, a lot of cost to build up, but it may take a second to collapse. So the world, this system is not very cost effective, it's not efficient, but Chainlink is going to change this. If we can build a world powered by truth, everything will be more smooth, cost effective, more efficient. So the society will be completely different in the future. So this is something I think so cool in the future. And every product Chainlink is building up is toward that direction. So I believe this is the future.
That's amazing. Thank you for the amazing answer. Kenny, what advice would you give to someone new to Web3 or Chainlink who's interested in getting more involved into the community?
I will say I want to say more about that topic because I think it's interesting because Chainlink developed their product just like a brick and just step up. So all product Chainlink build is connect. Just like in the first place is Oracle and VRF automation and CCIP and that's today's CRE. I think it's right. So all product is connect to each other and Chainlink build those products prepare for the future. And because lots of project or company in startup in Web3, they look on right now's market and think what they can do. But Chainlink is think in the future what this industry need. So we Chainlink just waiting the right moment and that the like maybe we don't know, maybe 16 months later, RWA will become the really big thing, or we already build the VRF for the NFT or the other potential stuff. And when the market comes, we already Chainlink already prepared for that. I think, I think that's why I like Chainlink and pretty admire Chainlink is because it's not just follow the Web3 or blockchain, what the big thing in the market right now. They look on the future, but they do in their own way and not just doing the specific product. They connect all of the product in one line. So to the new beginner, I will say Chainlink is a really good place to learn because if you dive in really deep in Chainlink, you will understand entire industry. Maybe CCIP, you know what is the bridge and what important the Oracle network is really important and what is nodes. So yeah.
Okay, great. That's amazing. Son, what about you? What would you say to people who are looking to get into the Web3 or Chainlink ecosystem?
I have two things to say. First one, if you're new to Web3, sign up for become a community advocate. It's free program and it's unlocked so many doors. If you want to be an advocate for Chainlink, you can just talk to us or talk to your community manager. I'm sure they are more than happy to talk with you, and it unlocks so many doors and possibilities. And secondly, I think I have to admit that Web3 industry, it's really complicated subject in the world. Like it requires like computer science, finance, and database system. What else? Cryptography, mathematics. Like if you want to really understand it, like this is the practice I'm still doing since the beginning till now. Like I set up on my calendar account, like set up 30 minutes, 1 hour, and it's like one day, one subject, I learn something, and then I just put it on my calendars. I think I really believe in compound effect. Like if you consistency do it every day, I think these days I'm still like read like elliptic curves, polynomial commitment or stuff like that. That's very mathematic. I like trying to understand the mathematics behind it. I think it's, yeah, it might take years, but I think it's gonna pay out in the future.
Amazing. Yeah, I agree. It's a learning curve, but every day things change so quickly and so fast in the Web3 space. That keeps it interesting, right? So, Roberto, since becoming a Chainlink community advocate, what personal achievements or lessons have you gained, and how have they shaped your vision of the future?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've learned so many lessons. I'm practically not even the same person I was 2 years ago since I've joined this program. It has improved like all aspects in my life. Like for my career, I have become a much better programmer. I'm just recently became a developer expert for Chainlink just because within this community, I've been meeting with a lot of people who have helped me throughout this journey. And when you have somebody, a community that helps you, and just going back to my last question, that it thrives on this growth mindset, you can't help but grow. And that has given me so much value in all these personal sides, and really driven home also the point of this industry, which is to change the world from one that is plagued with trust issues and things that blockchains and chainlinks can solve. And I think the biggest lesson overall that I have learned within the community in and of itself is that alone you can go fast, but together you can go far. And it's the best lesson that I have learned from this.
100%. Thank you so much. George, what about you?
I have the similar experience of feeling as Roberto. So 3 years ago, before I became the advocate for Chainlink, I didn't know. I knew nothing about blockchain. But the most knowledge I learned about blockchain is after I became the advocate for Chainlink. So everything was very cool, and now I know a bunch of friends in the Web3 industry, and I have meetings regularly every week where we share the information, what's happening with Chainlink, what's happening in Web3. So everything is cool, and this is the lessons I learned that, well, it's a very cool world. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. If you want to join the advocate program, there's you heard a lot of crazy good things about it already, but I can tell you there's so much more. We're really doing some really cool stuff. We have regular meetings. We have opportunities to meet new people that you normally would not meet. We're here on stage, so that's also a big bonus of it. And if you're interested in joining, feel free to reach out to any one of us here. I guess we'll be walking around, or go to Romain or anyone from the Chainlink team. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for talking and giving your expertise and opinions. And I hope you all enjoy SmartCon.
Thank you.
Chat with us if you want. Thank you.